Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, Bhaktavijaya143. As you may remember, those special pilgrims, the Warkaris, arrived at the temple. There were musical instruments and banners in their hands, and they were shouting out, "Victory, victory!" With them were a great number of banners, with the design of an eagle upon them. Innumerable drums were being sounded, and loud shouting of God's name, making the banks of the Bhima reverberate. The God-loving Bhakta Pundalik understood the pure joy of such an occasion. Just as the chakor bird alone enjoys the nectar of the moon, or just as it is the infant alone that understands the joy of taking the nourishment from its mother, or just as no one aside from Upamanyu can understand the glory of the sea of milk, or just as the royal swan is able to separate the milk that has become mixed with the water, or just as the wise understand by experience the praise of bhaktas who are God-living, or as it is the bee alone that understands how to drink the honey in the lotus flower. So it was the Bhakta Pundalik who enjoyed the supreme joy of the sacred city of Panduri. Pilgrims convey the message of Kurmadas. With feelings of love, the Warkari pilgrims prostrated themselves at the great door of the temple. In their love, they embraced one another. Then, as they gazed, they saw the idol of the holder of the Sharanga, Krishna. Both his hands were on his hips, and he was clothed in a yellow robe. As the life of the world was thus standing, these bhaktas rejoiced. They embraced one another in their love and then worshipped at his feet, just as a little girl in the home of her mother-in-law rejoices when she sees her own mother. So these bhaktas became full of joy as they saw his glorious face. They then bowed their heads to the 2 feet that were placed on the brick. They lost all sense of themselves and became absorbed in him. They said to themselves, "Seeing thy glorious face, we have forgotten all the sorrows of our infinite number of rebirths. Thou art the giver of all joy, and there is no other." Then one who remembered it gave to the Lord God the message that had been given to them by Kurmadas. He said, "Kurmadas has asked you to come to Lahore, to him. He has neither hands nor feet, so he cannot come here rapidly. With a great desire to see you, he is waiting for you to come." As the Lord of Panduri heard this message, he prepared himself in a hurry to go, saying, "When shall I meet my Bhakta Kurmadas? In the meetings of saints are fulfilled my heart's longings. Aside from them, I cannot see any dearest friend or close relative." God then called Namdev and Yanadev to come close to him and told them of his heart's feelings. With an intense desire, Kurmadas wishes to meet me. Let you and me go at once to that place. The Lord of Vaikuntha then took both by the hand and walked rapidly along. He whom the Vedas and Puranas describe as reclining upon the serpent Shesha on the sea of milk, the husband of Lakshmi and the life of the world, walked on foot. He, the dust of whose feet Brahmdev and the Munis naturally long after, the husband of Lakshmi, whose banner is the eagle, walked along on foot. He whose form does not easily come into the imagination of yogis who are sitting on iron spikes, he, seeing the devotion of Kurmadas, walked on foot. Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.